Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. This is video number 15, and I wanted to share an insight about conflict. I just realized that one way of viewing conflict and our challenges with conflict could we could take the perspective of whatever the conflicting situation is trying to teach us something about ourselves. There's something that we need to discover about ourselves. And so if we take that cue, if we see conflict in the outside world as a cue for us to look inside, discover what is this conflict touching, triggering, bringing up, I realized that it actually puts kind of a different spin on so-called toxic workplaces. Because if what happens on the outside is a mirror, is a reflection of what I need to address within myself, then a toxic workplace is just a mirror. Well, one could look at it as a mirror that's reflecting a whole lot of crap that I need to look at within myself. And so I see, especially on LinkedIn, a lot of younger people, lamenting the fact that bosses, workplaces, colleagues are quite toxic. And yes, it can be damaging, but it can be damaging only to the extent that you have not examined what that person's toxic behavior is triggering within you. I've discovered that once I realize that there's something that happens in me when this person says whatever they do say, or they do whatever they do. So if I have a switch inside that this person seems to have the combination to, instead of taking my frustrations out on them, how about I look inside and see if I can find the switch? And once I find it, see if I can disable the switch. Because then anybody with that combination can do whatever they want, but the switch has been disabled within me and it can no longer elicit whatever response from me. Because I was always fascinated by how some people seem to thrive in so-called toxic work situations, or business situations or environments, and other people just seem to come apart. And I realized that maybe this is one starting point. So I'd like us to have a think about this and just look at what are the triggers within inside ourselves that we can examine and potentially disarm for a more integrated way of life. Have a lovely rest of your day.